live from Giggles Comedy Club, it's Rate My Jokes. Please, brought to you tonight by Arlington Travel. And now, let's welcome the host for the evening, the king of the clowns. Here's FLIPPO.
How'd you like? You like it? Welcome to Giggles, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Welcome, welcome. Give yourselves a nice hand. Welcome, everybody. This is another extravaganza. It's a Japanese show. Extravaganza from Qube of Columbus. Now let's hear it for Qube of Columbus. Hey, Warner Rambeck. We're the ones. We're the ones with the personal touch. Just make sure you keep it at your table. Now then, welcome to Rate My Jokes, Please. We have 28 comedians. 4 of them are at this table. Hi. We have, oh, they loved that in the truck, didn't they? Hiya, Sam. We have 28 comedians, and they've already performed. So we'd like to say good night. It's been wonderful having, no, we had 28 comedians perform, and judges selected 2 winners each night. See? Now, we have finalists here tonight. This is the big night. The winner tonight will fly to LA. If he's real good, we use a plane. Ba-dum-bum. Where's the drummer? The winner tonight will fly to LA. Not tonight, but later. We'll tell you. We'll get him to LA. Courtesy of our friends at Arlington Travel. Let's hear it for Arlington Travel. They're nice folks and they're helping us tonight. The winner will also receive $500 American money. Now, while the winner is in LA, they will perform at the Comedy Store, at the Improv, and they'll be there on Industry Night. Industry Night is when the pipe fitters, the plumbers, no? You live around here? Industry Night is when all the big heavy hitters from all the networks show up. The Tonight Show people, all the talk show representatives are there. All the entertainment biggies in showbiz are there on Industry Night, and that's when our winner tonight will perform, okay? A tape of tonight's show will be sent to the Tonight Show, to the Merv Griffin shows, and we'll send it all around wherever we can give these guys some help. 6 comedians will be on for 12 minutes. Now, at the end of each act, you at home will rate the comedian. You'll touch button numbers 1 through 5. 1 is the lowest rating you can give them. 5 is the best. You got that at home? This is interactive. Do you all know what interactive television is? You all know that? That you can touch into your set? Do you all know who I am? How many of you know who I am? Raise your hands. Put your hands down. How many of you don't know who I am? Raise your hands. Put your hands down. How many of you don't care who I am? Raise your hands. It always gets the whole audience when you do that. Okay, the judging at home, you folks at home, remember, base your judging on their stage presence and the originality of the material. Okay? I love this part. We're going to check the system now. They got to rate my jokes. Going to rate my act. I did my act already. You folks have watched me for years, right? Oh, 25 years you watched me on Channel 10, right? You've always enjoyed my joke. I'd like to present my mother-in-law tonight. I'd like to, but I can't. She's out of town. She's at Paris Island teaching Marines to fight dirty. Ba-dum-bum. You're probably wondering how to become... Now, you folks at home, you're supposed to be watching this and rating it. How many of you ever had a desire to be a clown? Raise your hands. Go ahead. Anybody ever want to be a clown? That's all? 1 out of the whole bunch? Well, the way I became a clown is I didn't do real good in regular school, so I went to clown school. I reported in. The guy took one look at me and said, "You look like you flipped your lid, so we'll call you FLIPPO." I said, "Fine." And I went to classes. He gives me a handful of marbles, says, "Stuff these in your mouth and go to class." And I did. Came back the next day, he said, "You know, it's not bad. First day, they all sound like that." I came back, he took one marble. The next day he said, say something now. I went, He says, you're getting better. He took another marble. He said, come back the next day. I came back the next day. He said, say something now. He said, you're getting so you can go. He took another marble. I went to classes again. Came back the following day, he took another marble. He said, say something now. I said, real good. He said, you're getting so you can talk real good. I said, he said, that's what you said. And that's the way it went every day until you lost all your marbles. Then you're a clown. Ba-dum-bum. Hey. The only guy clapping is the one that raised his hand. Okay, did they touch in? Did they rate now? Touch now. Is it flashing? Touch now. How did I do? A 2.39? I got a 2.39. Don't knock it. That's better than I did in college. All right, after our 6 comedians finish their act tonight, we're going to have a very special treat for you. We have a headline act from New York. Do I dare tell them their name? His name is Paul REISER. He's really a sensational guy. I'll tell you more about him later, but he is our feature and special guest for tonight. Okay? We'll be right back right after this word from Arlington Travel. Take it away, Sam. Thank you.
Travel today can be an adventure in pleasure or a frustrating series of disasters. Why let yourself in for a headache? Get in touch with the professionals at Arlington Travel. Whether it's business or pleasure, Arlington Travel has the answer, and there's no charge. That's right, you can get the best travel advice and guidance at no cost to you. What's your pleasure? The splendor of the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace? The adventure of the Alaskan frontier? Or everybody's favorite, the romance of Hawaii? Remember, whether it's business time, vacation time, or just time to get away from it all, keep in mind that peace of mind is just as close as your telephone. See the travel people at Arlington Travel, Lane Avenue at Brandon, Travel Gallery in the Worthington Square Shopping Center, or Westerville Travel, Cleveland Avenue at Schrock in the Flag Center. Arlington Travel, it does make a difference. Accommodations for our comedians are provided by the Blarney Stone Restaurant at 810 East Dublin Granville Road, where happy hour is every Friday and Sunday, and the Ramada Inn North, just west of Interstate 71.
Thank you. All right, are we ready to go out there? I didn't do anything. I did something? What'd I do? I'll leave it in the act. All right, everybody, we're all set to go. You all set, Sam? Set the clock, Sam. You ready? All right, we have our first comedian, and it's a comedian with an E-N-N-E. She won on Friday night. She's a winner in every way. A regular performer. She's an MC. She works the Improv in New York and various clubs in and around New York. Let's have a real Central Ohio welcome for Carol Siskin, ladies and gentlemen. Carol.
Thank you very much. Good night. You've been terrific. So, how are you? Good? Good. You sound great. I love his outfit. Terrific, huh? What does this guy do on Halloween? So many people. I love it. We got like a family up front. Is that right? Is that cute? The little strawberries in the glass? They have to drink pink drinks when they're with Mom and Dad. They're home shooting up when you're not there, sir. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed to see a family that goes out drinking together. I mean, I don't know about you, I go out drinking after I see mine. This is real cute. So it's like, are these both your daughters? Daughter and son? And what the hell is she doing at your table? Oh, it's the girlfriend, the other woman. Okay, you're very brave. You brought your girlfriend here with your parents. I think they know. He's trying to shush me. I have an idea they know. But when you're out with your mother and your girlfriend, who decides when you've had too much to drink? I do. You do. And you got 2 ladies to carry you home. That's real nice. That's real nice. You all live in the area? Oh, yeah. Do you have a job? They must know you, sir. They thought that was a very funny question. Barely? What does that mean? On the weekends. Weekends, parties, it's coming to me. He sells drugs on weekends. Well, welcome. I hope you have a good time tonight. I saw something terrific over here, a whole table of ladies. I love it. I really do. Women who go out without dates on Saturday night. I think it's terrific. Okay, you wait for a guy to ask you, you're going to be home forever. I met someone really nice. He said something to me, I know I'm never going to see him again. He said, Carol, I'll call you soon. Have you heard that? I hate to be petty, folks, but soon to me means within my lifetime. Before the next solar eclipse. You guys give us trouble. You know what you tell us? Oh, this is a good one. I was going to call you, but I lost your number. I don't know about you ladies, but I'm listed. I'm listed under 14 different names. So we got a nice couple up front. This is real cute. The pipe, it's not just a regular pipe. It's Mount Rushmore he's smoking. Let me guess, are you like a doctor?
Going to be.
Going to be. So you have to get the pipe with your textbooks. That's really great. And then he'll get promoted and graduate, get your degree. You'll be able to afford some hash to put in that. Well, that's it. So you're in school, and is this like your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah? How long are you going out?
What?
Excuse us, folks. She's very nervous. She's never been on television before. How long are you going out with him?
Every Friday.
Every Friday? I don't know. Since when?
I've gone out for the year.
Oh, for the whole year. The whole year. It's not a real new relationship. Well, no, you can tell a real new one. This looks a lot newer because her hand's in his crotch. I would say that's a lot newer. See, this is like real cute. We got like a double date over here. It's the Doubleman twins on a double date. I love it. It's very cute. Did you drive here, the four of you? No, you walked. The guys drove. They what?
They carried us.
They carried you. Gee, I thought that was all over. So how long, is this your husband, your boyfriend? Husband, where did you meet?
In Detroit.
Why is she looking to him for the answer? In Detroit. Sure. Swinging capital of the world, Detroit. Where in Detroit? You don't remember.
It's been a long time.
See, I can't believe this. I think women remember. I think we remember every detail, guys. When we meet you, we remember where we met you, what you were wearing, what you said, and how much we weighed. Every detail. I do think, what's that? It's coming to you now.
100 pounds.
Right. Like I was real skinny then. I know it. It would come back to her. I was like a 5 then. And then I feel real comfortable, so now I'm like a 35. Well, that's great. That's real nice. Good luck to you. See, I think relationships are great. But let's face it, the best part is the beginning. Because that's when everything he does is sexy. Everything she does is adorable. And then after a while, all those cute little things the other person does become obnoxious. Like the way they breathe. The fact they're breathing at all. It's the end of a relationship, that's tough. Come on, the last time I broke up with someone, I got very depressed. I'm lucky in a way, though, because I get little clues that let me know I'm going to be depressed. I sleep 20 hours a day and eat Entenmann's cake the other 4. Yeah, I love ice cream. I'm a big ice cream freak. You can spot us. You can, because we're the ones who try to snort it for the freeze. Which is hard to do because those pistachios get caught in your nose, folks. No wonder he's wearing such a big suit. The guy pigs out. I love junk food. I do. I did something really bad this week. You know those chocolate Sara Lee cakes? You're wasting my time, honey. You know those chocolate cerily cakes? Yeah. I bought one of these cakes, ate the whole thing. So easy. My mistake is as I'm throwing out the package, I read it. Serves 12. Serves 12 what? Who are these people it serves 12 to? People with no sense of proportion. Then there's food that comes gift wrapped. See, I can't wait to meet someone from Pepperidge Farm. You know, I want to tell them, look, give me 3 more cookies and keep your goddamn doilies. I don't need paper, do you? I lick aluminum foil once in a while. Well, they give you these little skeleton shells. Come on, they look like hats for small nurses. They say they pack it that way for freshness. Who needs an expiration date on Pepperidge Farm cookies? They're gone before they reach the cashier. Guys have it easy, though. Men can pig out on junk food, gain 20, 30 pounds. We call them cuddly. We put on 1 ounce, they call us taxis. Then they don't call us at all. Or they call 2 a.m. when they're really drunk. He's laughing too hard at that one, folks. I was in Columbus recently because I went to a wedding here and it was great. Did you have a big wedding when you got married? You did? You made all your friends wear tangerine dresses? Who's been a bridesmaid here? Tell me one thing. Why are the colors so disgusting? They pick colors like lemon, lime, or grape. I have a closet, looks like a package of lifesavers. I think I know why they pick such ugly dresses. Why they make you wear them? It's to make the bridegroom think he's made the right decision. Of course she's the only woman in the world for me because the rest of you look disgusting. This girlfriend of mine married a real mama's boy. Real mama's boy. He wore a tuxedo with mittens pinned to the sleeves. It's great. I went to weddings before. See, I have brothers, and I grew up with brothers. You did too, I'm sure. This table, you do everything I do. I love it. And I was jealous of my brothers. I thought they got everything special. They got to wear jockey shorts. As a kid, I thought jockey shorts were terrific because I thought that compartment was for hiding candy and stuff. Turns out I was right. Oh, boy. These guys are good. They're laughing at that. Now I'm encouraged when men laugh at that because it is 1981. And it no longer has to be holiday season for us to call these guys on the phone and invite them over for some Harvey's Bristol cream. Isn't that a great idea? If you can find someone who drinks Harvey's Bristol cream. But you know, the message behind the commercial has nothing to do with drinking. The message has to do with being horny. He's the only guy laughing. A lot of men do not think this is funny. Men like to think being horny is their idea. They don't know we think about sex as much as I do. See, guys, being horny is the same for us as it is for you. It is. I mean, you know when you're horny? You know you have it really bad when everyone starts to look really good. Everyone. I'm talking about someone you've known 10 years and never noticed. All of a sudden, you start checking them out again. God, he's got such great ears. How come I never saw them before? Yeah, but we're liberated. We can go home with guys we don't know that well. How come it's always a great idea when I'm drunk at the bar? By the time I reach my apartment, it's who the hell are you? Finally figured out the trick. Before you go home with anyone ever, what you do is you stop at a 7-Eleven. You figure if someone looks good under those lights, they're gonna look good anywhere. I kid around. See, first of all, men are definitely the braver sex. You have to give them this. I mean, it's bad enough to wake up in the morning and face your face, but to face it with a razor blade. 7 a.m., you, a mirror, and a razor in your hand, you've got a very important decision to make. Guys cut themselves shaving, they do. My father used to do this all the time, and he'd put on these little toilet paper blotters. You know those? His face looked like a float in the Rose Bowl parade. I kid around. I really feel sorry for men. I do, because, guys, you're brought up on this whole macho thing. That all women care about in bed is size and performance. See, I don't know about you ladies, but what I look for in a lover is sensitivity, size, and performance. You've been wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Carol Stetkin, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away, Carol. Stay right here. Okay. Everybody, I had a good time. You could tell. Loved it.
That outfit.
Everybody at home, it's time to rate Carol's act, touching 1 through 5. And we're going to talk to Carol for a second. We want to know more about you. Use that. You use that one. I'll use this one.
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
And see, there are a few of us still alive.
How long you been in showbiz?
A little over 2 years, though. I'm working on 5. Not Bo Derek, but I'll still go for a 5.
Did you always want to be a comedian?
I always was a comedian and didn't know it.
Yeah. Did you work at other things before you decided to hit the road?
Yes, I worked in a mental hospital at one time, and I thought you were familiar. It's like an amazing thing. I know.
Yes. People here say I'm an institution, but that's not right. I should be in an institution. It was nice having you here. Ladies and gentlemen, Carol Stetkin, terrific lady. All right, carrying on here tonight, and we are carrying on. We got a couple of guys coming up now that you're going to love. They won on Thursday night. They're really great. See, I got to see a little bit of what they do during rehearsal. They work at the Cleveland Comedy Club. They're really super guys. Welcome, please, McGuire and O'Rourke. Hey!
Thank you. How we doing tonight? How you guys doing? My name's Jim McGuire. This is my partner, Tim O'Rourke, and we'd like to start out tonight with an impersonation that we do. It's of 2 porcupines making love.
Oh, God.
Was it good for you?
You've got the biggest pricks.
And later in our act, you'll get Leave It to Beaver.
Starring Hugh Beaumont, Barbara Billingsley, Tony Dow, and Marilyn Chambers as the Beaver.
Have any Star Trek fans out there tonight? Anybody at all?
Star Trek?
Great.
What we'd like to do for you now is a quick dramatization of a typical Star Trek episode. We have, of course, Dr. Bones McCoy, Captain Kirk, and, of course, Spock exploring another doomed planet.
Stardate 1541. Mr. Spock has concluded his readings here on the planet's surface and determined it only has 10 hours to live. So we'll beam up in about 5 minutes.
Captain?
Yes, Mr. Spock.
In recomputing my original calculations, along with the non-flagellamite mounds of the non-porous rocks and the...
Mr. Spock.
Yes, Captain?
Get to the point.
Well, sir, my calculations suck, and we now have 20 seconds to live.
No problem. Beam us up, Mr. Scott. Scotty, beam us up. Beam us up, Mr. Scott!
18.2 seconds.
Shut up, you pointy-eared freak. Mr. Scott, if you know what's good for you, you'll get us all the hell out of here.
I'm trying everything I can, sir, but I can't seem to get no power. I think that slew's been smoking the lithium crystals again.
I think you've been dipping into my private stock again. Now get us all the hell out of here.
15.6 seconds, sir.
Bones, can't you do something? Jim, I'm just a country doctor, man, not a miracle worker.
Captain!
What is it, Scotty? Have you got the answer?
No, but if you die, am I Captain?
Scotty!
Only kidding, sir. But if I cross-circuit the fore and aft chambers of the ship's overdrive system into the phasers, and there in turn cause a fission implosion, I think I'm able to get impulse engines.
But it's the transporter that's down. Oh, stupid Mick. Jesus Christ.
10 seconds, sir.
Look out, Spock, it's going to attack!
Congratulations, Captain. You've just stunned a rock.
It looked mean.
We interrupt this program for an Action 7 News update. We now go to Jim McGuire.
This is Jim McGuire from high atop the Action 7 News blimp. We're here today, high above Warsaw, Poland, where earlier today we saw the latest in labor-related strikes. It seems today the Polish longshoremen joined the other striking factions and walked off the pier. However, rescue operations are continuing at this hour. So for now, this is Jim McGuire kicking it back to our regular scheduled programming. Woo! Thank you.
This is something we personally would like to see on television just one time.
Come on and go Hawaiian. Gee, Donnie, it's so exciting here at the Hawaiian Islands. What do you think we ought to do next?
Well, gee, I don't know, Marie. What do you say we check out those tits? Come on!
One time. I'll show her 7 natural juices. That's right. Hi, I'm Bernie Ernst, and I'm proud to say that this is my lovely wife, Jeannie. And we're your TV body buddies. We're here to demonstrate a brand new weight-losing technique. Right, Jeannie?
Right, Bernie? It's the brand new Vic 10 Body Belt.
The body belt has been designed by scientists specifically to help you in your fight to lose weight. And with all that scientific development, you can't help but look better and thinner instantly. So if you can pinch an inch, the body belt can help you. Right, Jeannie?
Right, Bernie?
Now, the body belt starts working the moment you put it on. You simply place it around your waist and fasten the easy fastening snaps. Now, one size fits all, so don't worry. It can be adjusted to fit your size. It should fit a little snug, right, Jeannie?
So,
Why should it fit snug, you may ask? Because the body belt works off body heat. As you wear it, you perspire and burn off that unneeded weight and calories. Right, Jeannie?
I know it always works for me, Bernie.
Because the body belt is so flexible and workable, you could wear it under your clothes while you work and play. Right, Jeannie?
Right.
Another added advantage of the body belt is that it automatically corrects your posture while you wear it. Right, Jeannie?
Right.
So to get your body belt, send $9.95 check or cash to Body Belt, P.O. Box 905, Parma, Ohio 44905. Hurry and look better and thinner instantly today.
Okay, this portion of our show has been brought to you by Sushi Douchey. When you girls want to smell like fish.
This fellow's girlfriend uses that product. Yeah. Good evening, fellow believers, and welcome to another edition of the Reverend Ernest Ainsley's Helping and Healing Revival Hour. Now, we're all powerful glad that all you blind, crippled folks can make it down here tonight to witness the miraculous healing powers of the one, the only Reverend Ernest Ainsley. But before we get tonight's show underway, we'd like to get the audience situated. So if you don't mind, we'd like all the blind and deaf folks sitting right over in here. We'd like the crippled folks sitting down in here. And if you don't mind, we'd like all the homosexuals in the back. No pun intended. Which reminds me of a joke the good Reverend once told me. The good Reverend once said to me, Brother Jimmy, what do you call 2 homosexuals named Bob? Oral Roberts. The Reverend's a funny man, a little evangelical humor there. So now, are we ready to meet the man? I say it, are we ready to meet the man? Well, if so, here's the man whose motto is, give us your tired, you're poor, you're rich, you're ignorant, you're rich and ignorant. Here's the one, the only Reverend Ernest Ainsley.
Thank you, Brother Jimmy. So how are you all feeling tonight? I said, are you ready to see some miracle healing? Well, if you are, then in the words of Brother Mick Jagger, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Brother Jimmy, tell us who our first unfortunate soul is.
Reverend Ainsley, our first unfortunate victim's name is Travers Johnson.
Sounds bad already.
His name's not the problem, Reverend Ainsley, for this poor soul has been deaf since birth.
Poor soul.
But that's not all, Reverend Ainsley. For this poor, unfortunate victim has not had a regular bowel movement since 1969.
Well, let's get that boy up here. The boy side, come to the center state, son. That's son. Now, son, over here, boy. As you know, there's only one thing important here at the Temple of Righteousness and Redemption. Son, do you believe in God? Just have to take that for a yes now, won't we, folks? Well, son, happy days are here again, because tonight you're going to be cured. Can I have an all man, folks? I said, can I have an all man, folks? Yay. Oh, but you're lucky, boy, because I can feel the power of the Holy Spirit just building in my body. Woo, Jesus. Woo, get Get your head over here. On three, you're gonna be cured, son. 1, 2, 3. Oh! That was not me. That was not me. That was the power of the Holy Spirit just threw my body into him. Well, look at the boy. Looks better already. Look at the color in his cheeks. But you can hear me, son, can't you? I can hear. I can hear. A miracle, a miracle. But I can see there's some skeptics out there that say, well, hell, this is just one of those Hollywood tricks. But that's impossible because we're from Akron, Ohio. Come back to the center stage, son. We're going to prove these skeptics at home that you're indeed cured. So I'm going to say one word and one word only. And I want you to yell it all around the room. Are you ready, son?
I'm ready.
Jesus Christ! Miracle, miracle! But the second miracle's much bigger than the first, much bigger than the first. Don't close the kitchen, boys. We're going to double order of Jesus. Yay. Come back to the center stage. Oh, you're cured, boy. Come home back. I can feel the power building once more. Woo! Jesus. Woo! Open your mouth, son. Even wider, son. Even wider, because here comes a double heaping helping of the Holy Spirit. Did you see it jump from my hand into his mouth? Go ahead and swallow, son. Go ahead and swallow. Up it's in your esophagus now. It's like 100 holy roto-rooters just ripping through all that sin. Up it's in the stomach, son. It's like drain. It'll clean you up and it won't hurt your pipes. Up it's in the small intestine. Just it's right in the small intestine. Up it's in the large intestine. You folks in the first 5 rows better watch out, because this way let's loose. There's not be a safe place to stand. Come to the center stage, son. Do you believe, boy?
I believe.
Well then, son, excrete. Come on, boy. Excrete. Come on. Get down there, son. Drop a load, son. What's the problem? Come on, boy. This carpet's red, son. I want you to make it brown. Come on, boy. Come on. What? Look, son, that's time. We seem to run out of time here, but you paid to see this miracle. So I'll tell you what, we're going to keep this boy under lock and key in the back, feed him with and beans. It's going to smell like hell back there, folks, but you paid to see this miracle. So until next, come back and you'll see this boy do it right on his stage. Until then, may God bless.
Thank you. We still got time, partner. That's right.
Okay, this portion of our show is brought to you by Home Mower, the lawnmower for homosexuals. That's right, Home Mower just doesn't cut your grass, it beats it into submission. Now with a handy-dandy rear bagger.
And what they didn't tell you, tonight, just in from Los Angeles, we got a very special guest star, Mr. Charlie Manson, here to sing Still Crazy after all these years. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Tim O'Rourke.
Jim McGuire, thank you very much.
Almost jumped my fuse.
We're done.
All right. McGuire and O'Rourke, you folks at home, it's time to rate the act. 1 through 5. What do you folks think? 1 through 5. Let's hear it. All right. You are?
I'm Jim McGuire.
Jim McGuire?
Right.
Glad to see you, Jim.
Nice to meet you.
And welcome to Central Ohio. You worked Central Ohio much?
Never before.
Never before.
And hopefully again.
Hopefully again or never?
Again. Well, no.
You're out of Cleveland, right?
Talk to him, okay?
You're out of Cleveland?
Yes, we're out of Cleveland, but we live in Warren.
Warren, Ohio.
Right, but we perform in Cleveland regularly.
You're glad to be out of Cleveland, right?
I'm happy to be out of Cleveland.
Happy to be out of Cleveland. And this is?
Take a guess.
I don't know. That was, how are you?
Real good. How about you?
This is your O'Rourke. And how long you guys been working together? You use that mic, I'll talk over here. How long you guys been working together?
About 6 months.
6? That's all?
That's
really?
It. That's it.
How many times you performed together, do you think?
About 5 weekends.
5 weekends.
Maybe 6 weekends.
5 weekends.
Pretty impressive.
Right.
That deserves a second hand, ladies and gentlemen. 5 weekends these guys are working together.
Thank you.
McGuire and O'Rourke, thank you very much. Hope to see you again soon. Gentlemen, thank you. Terrific act, ladies and gentlemen. McGuire and O'Rourke. All right, we'll be right back with you. Here's a word from Arlington Travel. Don't y'all go away.
Travel today can be an adventure in pleasure or a frustrating series of disasters. Why let yourself in for a headache? Get in touch with the professionals at Arlington Travel. Whether it's business or pleasure, Arlington Travel has the answer, and there's no charge. That's right, you can get the best travel advice and guidance at no cost to you. What's your pleasure? The splendor of the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace? The adventure of the Alaskan frontier? Or everybody's favorite, the romance of Hawaii?
Remember, whether it's business time, vacation time, or just time to get away from it all, keep in mind that peace of mind is just as close as your telephone. See the travel people at Arlington Travel, Lane Avenue at Brandon, Travel Gallery in the Worthington Square Shopping Center, or Westerville Travel, Cleveland Avenue at Schrock in the Flag Center. Arlington Travel, it does make a difference.
Giggles. This is a big night. Somebody's going to go to L.A. right after tonight, and we're glad you're all here. We're also glad that a young man is here from Cleveland, another Cleveland. I guess there's a lot of guys waiting to get out of Cleveland. But there's a lot of funny people in Cleveland. Even I came from Cleveland. I set him up good for you there, Dominic. All right, he plays at the Cleveland Comedy Club. He's a great comic. He won Friday night. Welcome, please, Dominic Fanuel. Hey, Dominic.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I'm really happy to be here tonight. I'm glad, you know, that there are still many, many people who enjoy to go out and have a good time laughing, because we live in troubled times. And I think we should appreciate the position we're in, because if you look around, there's always someone who's in a little worse position than you are. And I want to talk about one person in particular who comes to mind now. A very well-known person who recently lost his job, is now looking for another line of work, and he's having quite a bit of trouble. So he may be making commercials, which is a total new realm of opportunity for this man. And I just caught a recent glimpse of this thing, and I'll give you a little sneak preview. Hi. I'm former President Jimmy Carter. You know, there's a lot of y'all probably like to forget you ever heard my name. Well, that's why I carry this. The American Express card. I don't never let Billy borrow it. Now, there's another former president who's been through some changes in the past few years. He started out after he left the White House trying to be an author, and like he wrote some books, but now they're like at the $3.98 counter at Walden Books and things like that. So he's got a whole new idea. He's following the footsteps of Slim Whitman and Boxcar Willie. And here's a little commercial you may be seeing very soon, like around 2 in the morning on one of the local stations. Hello, Americans. This is former President Richard Nixon. And boy, have I got a record and tape offer for you. Remember the dirty dealings of the Nixon White House years? Well, now you can relive all these crooked memories in the comfort of your own homes on this 2-record set from K-Tel. You'll hear Haldeman and Ehrlichman plotting and scheming, Mitchell and Colson planning the cover-up. I wasn't involved. And if you send today, we'll include a bonus album at no additional cost to you. It's called A Guide to Filling Out Your Income Tax Forms. From Spiro Agnew. Now here's my good friend Henry to tell you how to order. Just then, $5.98 for records. $7.98 for 8-track tapes. To the Nixon White House years, box 1974, New York, New York. Remember, this stuff is not available in stores. Thank you. Let's see, I want to get out of the politics area for a while. Any sports fans here tonight? Yeah, great. Oh, Columbus. Come on, Columbus is a great sports town. And I'm a big sports fan myself, and one of the things I like to watch are these sports variety shows. I think they're really exciting. You know, you see hang gliding, cliff diving, all these things. And Wide World of Sports, that's been around the longest, and I think it's probably the best. But there's one thing they do a little too often. That, in my opinion, that's auto racing. Now listen, I know there's always some auto racing fans in the audience. I'm not trying to upset you. Driving a car at 190 miles an hour on a round track can be a real thrill. But I'm one of those people who has to sit at home, watch it from a stationary camera, loses all the effect. That's why ABC hired a guy named Jackie Stewart. Now Jackie can make anything sound exciting.
This is Jackie Stewart from Daytona Beach, and oh my, what a motor car race we've got today! There's Richie Patiano for the background, closed by David Beers and Gil Yarborough, going around the fourth turn. Madam Judge pull up on the outside, and oh my, there's trouble! It's AJ Foyt. He's heading into the pits. Let's get the report from Chris Economaki.
This is Chris Economaki in the pits, and I can't hear a goddamn thing. But I'm going to interview AJ Foyt anyway. AJ, you pulled him. What was the problem out there? Well, Chris, the gearbox. That's why I'm in here now. Thank you, AJ. Back up to the booth. But athletes today have really changed from years ago. They just don't want to do their sport. They want to be making records, being on television, everything. And there's an episode of a show I'm sure you're familiar with. It's going to feature some famous sports personalities. It's going to start off in the usual way, with Mr. Rourke talking to his little butler. Tato, tell me, have you finished waxing my beautiful Cordova?
Do this, do that. I'm sick and tired of this stuff. Get off your lady butt and do something once in a while.
Yes, Tato. Tell me, have you ever been punted? Now tell me, who is our guest on Fantasy Island?
Well, boss, our guest tonight is Mr. Howard Cosell. And his fantasy is to go back to ancient Roman times to broadcast the Christians versus the Lions.
Live from the Floriseum in ancient Rome. ABC Sports presents the Christians versus the Lions. Hello again, everyone. This is Howard Cosell. Tonight's contest should prove to be another mismatch between these beleaguered, injury-riddled Christians and, of course, their undefeated, ferocious feline foe, the Lions. You can hear the crowd roaring behind me. Some 120,000 barbaric heathens pack the stands. And there, you see it now. Yes, the Christians are taking the field. The Christians are in the arena, led by their team captain, Rocky Balboa. I'm going to have a few words with him. Rocky, just a few moments, if you will. No one's giving your team a chance against these Lions. How do you think you'll do?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be tough. You know how? Yeah, you know, I just want to go the distance. Yeah. I want to say hello to my girl, you know. Yo, Adrienne. That's me, Rocky.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rocky. We must move on. There are many celebrities here tonight, among them Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, tell me, how do you think you would do if you were in this arena yourself tonight?
Oh, Cosell, I'm sick and tired of finding all over the place asking these dumb, stupid questions all the time. I know how to do out here. I never fought no lion. I fought a Leon, but no lion.
Please, Muhammad, leave the puns to me. But how about an estimation as to the talent on this Christians team?
Well, how you can tell if a boxer's got what it takes by the punches he throws and the moves he makes. But in this ring, you can't make no mistakes. Because if the lions beat you, they're going to eat you.
There you have it. This has been Howard Cosell reporting. Thank you. So one of my favorite things about television is watching game shows. And it's not because I enjoy them, it's like I like to make fun of them, you know. And, well, there's a lot of things wrong with game shows. I'll pick on one in particular. Like, you've seen The Match Game? You've seen that. And first of all, they claim to have a panel of stars. Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley. I mean, who are they kidding? Brett Summers, what'd she ever do? She married Jack Klugman, got divorced. I could have put her to sleep. I wouldn't have missed her myself. And then, in order to hold your interest on that show, they ask always very suggestive questions. I don't know if you've ever heard that. Like, there's Gene Rayburn with all these fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blank. John said to Mary, you give great blank. Sure, you all laugh, but they get them wrong. I mean... And, you know, some of these people, they give such stupid answers, and the host, you know, after they're all finished, the host is always so polite to them. Well, Mrs. Smith, no money today. We've got a wonderful consolation prize. Well, I don't go for that. I think if these people were stupid, they should be embarrassed on national television. But then you would need a tough guy to host the show then, somebody like Jack Nicholson. Christ, lady, you really blew it. Trip to Hawaii, new Maserati. Could have been all yours. That was the stupidest answer I've ever heard. We're not even going to give you a goddamn consolation prize. Now we're giving you 5 seconds to get your ass out of the street. Thank you very much. That's super nice. Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful. Jack Nicholson just put me away, man. They just put me away. All right, everybody at home, 1 through 5. 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. Dominic? 5, huh? 5, hey. I think I should announce to these folks, those of you that don't have Qube, all we got is 5 buttons. 5 is the highest you can get, you know. Dominic, tell us about yourself. You're out of Cleveland also?
That's
out of
right.
Cleveland,
I live in the Akron area, actually.
Akron?
Work in the Cleveland area.
Well, I'd say then you were anachronism. Hey, what am I trying to follow your act for? 1 through 5, folks, on anachronism. How long you been in comedy, Dominic?
About 2 years. I'm working about 2 years at it.
That quick?
Well,
what were you doing before that?
Well, going to college and working for an insurance company.
Well, I tell you, you got real good real quick. Dominic Fanuel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dominic. Lady, you really blew it. Oh. Wasn't that great? What went through your mind? The whole cuckoo's nest shtick, right? The whole thing went through your mind. All right, we're carrying on. We've got dynamite talent here tonight. Another terrific guy. This guy's out of Detroit. He won Thursday night. Hey, Detroit, we got Detroiters here? All right, the Motor City. He plays various clubs all around the area. Let's have a welcome for Wayne Brinston. Wayne.
And I know you're saying, yeah, he's from Detroit, all right. I guess I'm gonna explain something. I just got back from Seattle, Washington, so actually what you, all right. So actually what you see right here is volcanic ash. They got some strange weather there. They got some strange weather in Michigan too. Like it don't snow that much, but like it gets ugly cold outside. You understand that? When you're driving in your car in the morning time, and everybody you see outside looks ugly. I'm serious. You can be, you know, any person catching a bus or something, take a look at them. They look like this. We talking ruined, you know what I mean? You gotta watch it though. Some people just plain ugly. Cold ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I remember it got cold out there one time. The color of my cheeks was starting to fade. Wow. You guys excuse me, I got a little cold. Somebody gave it to me. Anybody give you a cold? They don't want to admit that they gave you the cold. You be going, hey man, you gave me a cold. No man, it wasn't me. You got off a toilet seat or something, man. No, I'm glad it's warming up. Anybody getting ready to go on vacation? I love it when people get ready to go on vacation because like the day before they leave, the body's there, but the mind is left on vacation already. Hey, you want to move that chair over there? I'm going on vacation. You can't get them to do nothing that day. Like, I don't mind you white people going on vacations like this. When you come back, that's what bugs me. Because I'm always getting the comparison test. Know what I mean? Hey, Wayne, come over here, man. Come on over here. Let's see your arm. It's close. Look, it's close. It's close. It's close. I always want to say, you think that's close? Come on, let's go back to Detroit. We see how close it is, okay? Yeah. Yeah, what is going on? Pepsi challenge? We have Mrs. Johnson here. Mrs. Johnson's going to take a little test with us today. Now, Mrs. Johnson, we have two gentlemen over here. Now, one is an actual Negro. Okay? Now, the other gentleman over here is using our new product, Get Black. Now, Mrs. Johnson, can you tell which one is the real Negro? This gonna be tough. Oh, let's see, could I just unzip? No, did not do that. Oh, I don't know. Oh, my God, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it. No, did not say that. The one on the right. Mrs. Johnson, why did you pick the one on the right? He's got big lips. Thank you, Mrs. Johnson, for pointing once more. You know a nigger when you see one. I was reading in the paper the other day, like they got a product out for black people. They got a Band-Aid for black people now. Call them Soul Aids. Yeah, just what I always wanted. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Like, I'm a middle-class black. I was born in a suburb in Michigan called Dearborn. And like, well, I don't look middle class. I'll take a little vote out here. How many out there think I look like a middle class black? Clap your hands. Now, how many out there think I just got out of prison 2 days ago? That's what I thought, an audience that loves me. Actually, there's no difference between like a middle class black and an underprivileged black, except that a middle class black will walk up to you and say, please, give me your money. I told that to some black people the other day, and like they laughed and took back the laugh. Ever had somebody do that to you? They go, wait a minute. That ain't funny. I'm gonna kick your ass. Anyway, I was driving in my neighborhood the other day and got arrested, thrown in jail on a 319, being black in a white neighborhood. I made national news that night, but like nobody recognized me really because I was like this. I don't know why people do that. News guy always telling who it is anyway, right? There he goes, the mayor of Detroit, Coleman Young, leaving his girlfriend's house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey mayor, how about all these taxes you're gonna raise? Well, your mama too. Anyway, I was in jail, I was sitting there wondering, because like my brain's too small to think. And I'm in there wondering. I got to wondering what would happen if objects started talking back to me, like my mirror in the morning time, in there washing my face. I am so beautiful. And the mirror be going, damn. Who's been lying to you, Wayne? It ain't me. Look, you spit in my face again, I'm gonna crack in your face. I also got to wondering, like, what would happen if, my body starts talking back to me, like my stomach. Hey, man, what you got in your mouth? Huh? It better not be that cheap 50-cent chili you had last week. It ain't staying down here. No. Get ready to run. I also wonder, like, what would happen if one strand of hair would talk to me on the top of my head, what it would say to me in the morning time. I'm sorry, afro hair. Wow, how come my roots are blue? Hope you use that easy comb spray. Use the spray! Pick, what? Don't take a shower! Oh, shit. You can't tell by looking at me, but actually I grew up white. I'm serious, I got a butt back here, it took me a year to grow. Like in no butt in my neighborhood meant no dates. Black girl look at me. What happened to you, Wayne? Elephant sit on your ass? Huh? It used to get embarrassing. I used to go buy cantaloupes. Cut them in half. At least once a day. Hey, Wayne, half your ass is slid down to your ankles. Did you know that, huh? Let me get off of butts. I'd like to talk about weird stuff like, I was at a disco the other night, saw this real freaky thing. Saw this black guy dancing white. You ever see that at a disco? I'm serious, the dude's going. They do that when they're trying to pick up white girls. Yeah, I know, because I'm out there going. Don't work. I figure I can work in a hamburger place like 5 seconds, because I know some drunk gonna come in and mess me up. Dude walk in. Could I have a Whopper, man? I'm sorry, sir, this is McDonald's, not Burger King. What? Hey, man, it was a Burger King when I walked in here. Who changed the sign on me, man? And why can't the camera? I love to go to the theater lobbies, too. By the way, there's a new version of the Elephant Man coming out, a black version of the Elephant Man. And the brother's gonna come out and go, I am not an animal, I'm a pimp. I'm talking about theater lobby. You see some weird stuff going on in the theater lobby. Things like, all right, who did it? Who did it? Could you do it again? It felt good. You ever watch the people walking out of the theater? You know, the expressions on their faces? Because, like, they have no expressions. They all walk out like zombies. Don't want you to know how the picture went, right? Hey, man, how was the movie? I always want to do this at least once. You people going in to see this movie? Got into a lot of fights that way. Don't like to fight. I did save a girl one time from being attacked, though. I controlled myself. Anybody got a small car? Because, like, if you have a small car, do not drive it when the wind is blowing. I'm serious. I'm out there on the freeway the other day, far left lane, got my radio on, in my bag, right? Baby, do your thing. Wherever in your bag, like somebody pulls up beside you. Baby, do your... The person pulls up. Baby. Another strange thing when you drive with the radio on, for some strange reason, you always think you sound just like the person singing on the radio all the time, right? I'm being called something, nowhere, a gust of wind. Shoo. Next thing I know, I'm in the far right lane. Don't know how I got there. This didn't shake me up, but like I was in the hood of a Cadillac. And it was pink. 2 pillows in the back and a hand going. Dude pulls over and gets all right. Say, man. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the ones on top of my car. What you trying to do? Save some gas or something? First time I thought Volkswagen, 4 wheels and 2 feet. Shh. Excuse me a second. It's either getting warm up here or I'm having a Roots flashback. Woo! I don't think I'll ever watch Roots again because I get too emotionally involved when it's on. I remember it was on the other time and like I was at work and I wasn't feeling too good. You know, so I walked over to my boss. I said, "Massa, I'm feeling kind of poorly today. Could I go home?" And he had been watching the show too much. Sure, Toby. Go over there and fetch that bucket of water, boy. I won't hear him on that Qube Kenta crap out of you, okay? I was watching Shogun too, and like, that was a weird one. I watched it like 2 days and lost interest because I get all confused. They all looked alike to me. Hey, do you? The person pulls up. Baby! Another strange thing when you're driving with the radio on, for some strange reason, you always think you sound just like the person singing on the radio all the time, right? I'm being called something, nowhere, a gust of wind. Shoo. Next thing I know, I'm in the far right lane. Don't know how I got there. This didn't shake me up, but like I was in the hood of a Cadillac. And it was pink. 2 pillows in the back and a hand going. Dude pulls over and gets all right. Say, man. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the ones on top of my car. What you trying to do, save some gas or something? First time I thought Volkswagen, 4 wheels and 2 feet. Shh. Excuse me a second. It's either getting warm up here or I'm having a Roots flashback. Woo! I don't think I'll ever watch Roots again because I get too emotionally involved when it's on. I remember it was on the other time and like I was at work and I wasn't feeling too good. You know, so I walked over to my boss. I said, "Massa, I'm feeling kind of poorly today. Could I go home?" And he had been watching the show too much. Sure, Toby. Go over there and fetch that bucket of water, boy. I won't hear him on that Qube Kenta crap out of you, okay? I was watching Shogun too, and like, that was a weird one. I watched it like 2 days and lost interest because I get all confused. They all looked alike to me. Anybody watch Buck Rogers? That's weird, man. This guy is frozen 500 years, thaws out, and like is the smartest person in the universe. Now, the first thing I thought this guy was going to do when he thawed out would go, "Hey, man, where's the bathroom? That beer and pizza have got to go." Woo! Anybody watch Tarzan movies? Those are interesting, see? And names in Tarzan movies are very interesting because they're always saying Bawana. Bawana this and Bawana that. But the word Bawana in Swahili means dummy. So next time you watch a Tarzan movie, listen to the dialogue. "Bawana, don't cross that river. Watch out for the alligator, Bawana. Don't, God, that's the 3rd Bawana we lost today." Thank you, you've been great.
One through 5, you touch in 1 through 5. 1 the lowest, 5 the highest. Wayne, tell us something about yourself. How long you been doing comedy?
About 2.5 years.
Everybody up here's been doing comedy for a couple, 3 years. What'd you do before that?
Comedy.
Comedy?
No, I'm a computer operator.
A computer operator. And where'd you do that?
Detroit.
Detroit City.
Detroit City.
Any particular company? Who'd you work for?
Kelly Services.
Kelly Service.
Yeah.
That's nothing got to do with automobiles.
No.
You're one of the few guys I met that didn't work for an automobile company.
That's true.
Where would you like to go from here?
Sitcom.
Huh?
A TV show.
A TV show?
Yeah.
How about L.A., man? That'd be just as good. Okay. Wayne Brinson, ladies and gentlemen. Terrific guy. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Arlington Travel has a word for you. Thank you very much. Don't go away.
Travel today can be an adventure and pleasure or a frustrating series of disasters. Why let yourself in for a headache? Get in touch with the professionals at Arlington Travel. Whether it's business or pleasure, Arlington Travel has the answer, and there's no charge. That's right, you can get the best travel advice and guidance at no cost to you. What's your pleasure? The splendor of the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace? The adventure of the Alaskan frontier? Or everybody's favorite, the romance of Hawaii? Remember, whether it's business time, vacation time, or just time to get away from it all, keep in mind that peace of mind is just as close as your telephone. See the travel people at Arlington Travel, Lane Avenue at Brandon, Travel Gallery in the Worthington Square Shopping Center, or Westerville Travel, Cleveland Avenue at Schrock in the Flag Center. Arlington Travel, it does make a difference.
All right, everybody here tonight is having a good time. I guess this club is the talk of Columbus. A lot of people, you know, thought it was in a faraway place when they first opened it, but I guarantee you there's nobody in the greater Columbus area that doesn't know where Giggles is now, because it's a great place, right? You having a good time? This is the place to have a good time. We'll be talking to Cliff Hardy a little bit later, the co-owner of this operation. They got a lot of things cooking, comedy-wise, in Columbus and in areas surrounding Columbus, so it'll be a lot more laughs for everyone. All right, let's move along now. We're going to where Tony Bennett left his heart. In I don't blame him, it's so cold there. San Francisco. This guy's formerly from Cleveland, another Clevelander that escaped. In San Francisco, he won Wednesday night. He works all around the country. His name is Ray Booker. Bring him out, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Booker. Hey.
Thank you. Good evening. How about a hand for our MC here, Mr. Flippo, the clown, huh? It's not an easy job. See, I've been out of town a while, but I remember Flippo from when I was at Ohio State. And Flippo, as you know, is the man who introduced acid to Columbus.
25 years ago, man.
I know, and they're still trying to keep up with you.
Nobody was making it back then.
But it's good to see so many white people. But it's a beautiful club for comedy. As you can see, it's an intimate club. You get close, people get friendly, and it's perfect for me, because see, what I like to do is just to come out and to create racial tension. They got cameras here tonight and everything. For some reason, you know, I feel like shoplifting, you know? And these lights, man, they are so bright. I stay up here long enough, I'm gonna have barbecue for everybody, you know? But good-looking crowd, too, you know. A brother. Right down front, and not a radio in sight. Well, I got my ride back to Oakland then, huh, man? But see, I live out in California now, in Hollywood, but I went to Ohio State. Is there anybody here from the yard, from Columbus? Where? Yeah, come on, let me hear it. Aren't you proud of it? Yeah, now, see, when I went to California, you know the Buckeyes came down there. I graduated in '77, got to California. In '79, the Buckeyes came to play USC in the Rose Bowl. And believe me, I was talking. I was pumping up the Buckeyes because, you know, I'm from Ohio and I missed, you know, not having anything to relate to from back home. And now I had my home team come in, and I really put it on these Californians. And you know how black people can get when we want to put it on you. You know, it's like, man, shoot, the Buckeyes going to be down here and they're coming to play some football. They play football in Ohio because they have that cold weather. And cold weather makes you tough. Makes you a man, and that's how you play football. You California cats, all you got is these sunshine and palms and walking around talking about, oh, wow, oh, wow. You don't know nothing about football. And Ohio State got their butt kicked. And these dudes came looking for me. They wanted to hear about Columbus. You know, I said, oh, no Columbus, man, Jamaica. Huh. So, you know, now I am a Browns fan. Are there any Cleveland Browns? This is my hometown. Browns. Yeah. Yeah, now see, I've always appreciated that name itself, you know. The Cleveland Browns sounds so much better than the Cleveland Negroes. But one thing I've had to adjust to coming back to my home state, you know, is cold weather. You know, because see, if I was back in California, it'd be 70-some degrees outside. You people would be in halter tops and shorts and, you know, things that white people like to wear. But here it's cold, and so I've had to adjust to that, you know, physically and stuff. I actually overcame a little bit of a cold while I've, you know, been in town. And do you know cokeheads are the only people in the world you can't convince you have a cold? There's no cocaine in Columbus? You know what I mean? These people are dragged to be around, right? Especially if you have a cold, because you can't do anything around them, right? You sneeze or cough or anything, it's like, achoo! Where'd you get this shit, man? You know, they're crazy. They start putting their, you have to fight their fingers out your nose. Like, it's cold. What do women do with phlegm? An intelligent white audience, too, ain't it? You know, because now we know what men do with it, right? Because we're pretty upfront about it. We spit that shit out. But what do women do with it? Because I see a lot of lovely young ladies around the room here, and I'm sure in terms of as the elements, we're equal in terms of being affected by it. And yet, I wouldn't see, like, say, for you, for instance, out in front of the club after it's over and go, let's go, dear. All right, so I'm wondering, you know, like, ladies, what are you doing with it, you know? Are you saving it? Because we know what mothers do with it, right? Mothers like to spit it into Kleenex, then put it back in their purse. Remember what a drag it was looking for lifesavers? Now, we men try to use a little bit of decorum, you know, right? I mean, especially if we're in the presence of a young lady, we're not going to spit something out there that walks. But sometimes you come up against those unaccounted for hazardous situations, right? You know, like windy days. And I mean, you know, you're walking along, you're in conversation, say with your girlfriend or your wife or your mother or somebody, and you get that little bit that jumps right here in the base of your throat. You know, the one that makes you sound like Donald Duck. You know, all you're gonna do is spit over your shoulder, get rid of it, and get back into the conversation. Ever get that little tagline? And nobody wipes it off, right? Because that's uncool. You're going to try and pull it off. And on a windy day, you look like you're on angel dust. And everybody on the sidewalk behind you is pissed off, right? Because they're going, hey, man. It's important to be cool, you know. To all of us, it is. And you got to admit one thing. Black people are some cool people. Yeah. We are some cool people. I mean, as violent as the streets are today in America, if you saw a black man out there catch a bullet in the chest, you're like, oh! Oh, damn. That's gonna mess up my shirt. I mean, I'd go so far as to say, black people, thank you. Black people, we are the very conscience of cool. Except when we win something on TV. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then don't be within 5 feet of that black person, you know? Which is something game show hosts haven't learned yet. Can you believe these men? I mean, they'll stand all next to a big black woman from some big urban city, right? And tell her on primetime television that she just won something, you know, and not realize the danger involved. They'll stand there and go, Mrs. Bubba Reba Smith. You have just won a 1967 Rambler. You know, this is joy in America, you know? But they take the camera off of that after a while because the dude starts to bleed, you know? Oh, man, you know, but television, now, see, if reality were ever to step into television, this is a commercial that all of us would see, you know what I mean? She's working, she's playing, but black dudes are saying, she's got no ass, she's got no ass. Right? I mean, you know, the Jordache girl, come on, I've seen bigger butts on a cigarette. Sexually, we're changing in this country, and don't check now, but we are, which is good. It's encouraging. We're, you know, equalizing things, respecting each other as different individuals with the same needs. One thing I appreciate, I see a lot of couples out here that means dates or marriages or whatever, but that's good to see because dating is no longer simple, right? Because parents are part of the sexual enlightenment, and you've got to relax these two people before you can even think of getting a daughter out of the house these days. Now, see, I like to take care of that immediately. Introduce myself, let these two people know who I am, that their daughter is going to have a wonderful, safe evening. And that's all there's to it. And I mean, immediately, as soon as that door opens, my hand is out there. Good evening, Mr. Johnson. Mrs. Johnson, pleased to meet you. My name is Ray Booker. I'm your daughter's date tonight. I have no penis. You should see the reception I get. Come on in. Hey, you people have been wonderful. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the show.
Ray Booker, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ohio State man. All right, everybody at home, rate them. Touch when you see the sign, 1 through 5. 1's the lowest, 5's the highest. Touch in when you see the blinking sign. All right, man. You went to Ohio State when?
73 to 77.
Use the mic, man.
Oh, this mic?
No, that mic. I wasn't pointing at the chick. Remember, you don't have no peanuts.
Right. Graduated in 77.
77?
19.
What was your major?
Theater.
Theater. Well,
Right.
you ended up in the right field anyway, man.
Right.
Did you work at anything other than comedy?
No, basically partying was...
Partying was a big thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're looking forward to see more of you, Ray. Ray Booker, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're moving on. We got a lot of territory to cover tonight. We're going back to New York. There's a man from New York. He won Wednesday night. He was the winner. He was a writer, still is, might be, on the David Letterman show. Remember that? bright flash across the NBC network that disappeared, that should be back very soon. Anyway, he was a writer on that show. He performs in clubs in and around New York City. Let's have a nice welcome for Ron Richards, a fine comic. Ron Richards.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The fabulous Nipples the Clown. Isn't he very funny? Very funny indeed. For those of you at home that would like to see him naked after the show, press button number 2 right now. Press number 2. See Nipples the Clown hanging out all over the place. Quite an exciting show, I think. Can I put this on your table, you mind, man? Thanks. Okay. No. You know what this is? This is the world's biggest roach clip. You want to hit? Anybody want to hit? We'll pass it around. Here you go, over there. Oh, it's nice to be here. This is exciting, exciting. I know what you're thinking. Not another black comedian again. 3 in a row. Come on, let's get going here. Come on. Some of you might also have braces on my teeth. I just got them about 2 months ago. Anybody here ever have braces? Yeah? Did you notice when you got them on, you lost like a certain amount of coolness? Just a little, like 98%. Right? Very hard to be cool with a woman when you look like an old Buick coming out of there, you know. Hello, how are you? Hello, how? Where you going? Come back here. Come here. Where you? Very hard to be cool there. Well, I'm working it out. Do we have, just by applause, how many people here tonight have no arms? No. How many people? Sorry, that was that's impossible, isn't it? No, don't press any buttons at home. That was a mistake there. This Qube thing is great. Have you thought about this Qube, the potential, like for porno flicks, you know? And now that the nun's tied up, do you want to, A, you know? B, bring in the donkey. I'm sorry, I'm entertaining myself. That's 10 points off. I'm sorry. You better take that right off there. Just by applause tonight, how many incredibly stupid people are here tonight? Just a lot of postal workers, yeah? Yeah, I guess must be in town, huh? Yeah. Don't you like, by applause now, let me change the question. How many people here tonight have an incredibly stupid friend? There's a big difference there, yeah. Don't you like your dumb friends, right? They entertain you and your normal friends, you know? You ever have this happen? You ever have one of your dumb friends call you at your house? You answer the phone, and then they go, "Where are you?" What do you say to that? "Oh, I'm at the movies right now, Frank." That's right. I ripped the phone out of the wall. I brought it down here, and people are pissed off. I'm getting a lot of calls, man. I'm getting popcorn in the back of the head here, and they're a little annoyed there. You know, they have dumb people working. You ever go to Denny's? Unbelievable at Denny's there. I walked in there. This is a true story, right? There were some friends back at my apartment. I wanted to get them some coffee. So I walk into Denny's. I'm by myself, alone, right? I walk up to the waitress. I said, "I want 5 coffees black and 5 coffees with cream and sugar." She looks right at me and goes, "You want that to go?" I said, "No, bozo, line them up, okay? Come on, line them up here. Let's go. Just line them right up, all right? Yeah, I'm going to drink 10, 15, maybe 25 cups of coffee tonight because I just got out of a coma and I'm trying to wake up. So just line them right up." I told her. Boy, this is the worst crowd I've ever seen. Jesus. Good crowd here tonight. This is all right. I eat in restaurants and diners a lot. I'll tell you why. I'm too lazy to cook. Any lazy people here tonight? I know there's even more than that, but you just can't get those hands together. Maybe later on I'll do it. I just can't do it now. Yeah. If you're lazy, there's a great new product out. You might want to pick it up. It's called Mrs. Paul's Frozen Toast. Yeah. It's great stuff. He uses it all the time. By the way, that's his real nose. It's kind of sick. Yeah. Mrs. Paul's frozen toast. You put it in the oven for an hour and it's toast. You don't have to butter it. You don't have to mess up a knife. It's great. It saves time and money. I saw a weird thing the other night on the TV. Have you seen this new ad? This is true. There's an ad now for X-Lax where the guy comes out and he actually goes, "It's the laxative that works while you sleep." Right? Who needs that? What, are you kidding me? If you're going to use that before you go to bed, you better have a real loud alarm clock there. You're going to be in big trouble in the morning there. Unbelievable. You know what's a weird ad? Have you seen the one for Maxwell House Coffee with Cora's General Store? You know who that woman used to be? Wicked Witch of the West. I want to know why she's selling us coffee. We all know she's not a nice lady, right? What if you walk in that store and she flips out? Right? You walk in the store and she goes, "Want some coffee for your dog?" Hey, 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 hey. What, are you kidding me? Relax. Have a Valium. Sit down for a while. You're wired. They get Robert Young to go in there. "Cora, why so tense? What's going on here? Take it easy." I'll tell you my favorite ad. Maybe you've seen it, the one now for the Army. The guaranteed ad. Have you seen that? The kid's actually bragging. He comes out and he goes, "You know, right now, I'm just driving a taxi. But 6 months from now, I'll be driving a Jeep." Oh, big shit, pal. There's a career move for the guy, huh? Big career move, from a yellow car to a green car. Congratulations. And the Army's in trouble, right? There's no more GI Bill. There's not much to offer the new recruits. They have posters out now with things like, "Join the Army, free hat." Not much to offer, huh? But I'll tell you the best thing they ever invented in the Army, and I'm sure the ladies tonight will agree, the crew cut. There's an attractive look for a guy, right, girls? You're going on a date, the doorbell rings, you open it up, and there's the guy with the flowers. You can see the veins in his head. Hello. There's an attractive look for the guy. You're like, "I'm sick, go away." That's a strange look for a guy there. But I was thinking about the Army. I figured out why they do that to you when you join. That's so you won't leave. Come on, where are you going to go with that haircut? You're not going to hitchhike home to see your friends, that's for sure. You look like a mental patient on the side of the road there. "I just got out." Nobody will pick you up, except another mental patient. "Nice haircut, get in." I don't think you want that ride there. How many of you ever done this? You ever do this? You go into a public lavatory, you want to use one of the booths they have there, one of those little booths, right? But you're like too embarrassed to knock on the door, so instead, you look for shoes sticking out the bottom. Do you do that, right? It's like a little tradition we have. Nope, someone's in there, someone's in there. I know that a lot of you do that. So now whenever I go in, I bring an extra shoe. You put it in between the other two, you know? It's great. People are walking by going, "What the hell's in there? Hey, Frankie, come here, will you? Come here. Bring Al down here, will you? Come here. There's a three-legged man in there. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a one-legged man getting head. I don't know what it is. Will you come here? Will you come here? I don't know what it is. Well, you hate to knock on the door, right? That's the worst, you know. People are so worried you're going to open the door on them. "I'm in here, I'm in here, I'm in here." Okay, okay, take it easy. Once in a while you get that weird guy. "Come in. Come on in." I don't think you want that there. That's kind of strange. How many people here tonight remember, the Three Stooges? Remember them? Yeah. Boy, mature bunch of guys, huh? Remember Curly? Good-looking guy, big bulbous head there. I liked him. I think he had like an interesting way of dealing with life's everyday problems. Right? Anytime he'd encounter something personally frustrating, he'd handle it by barking at it. That always helps out, huh? I was thinking we all ought to start doing that. Next time you go into a bank and the guy won't cash your check, right? You start going, oh, what wise guy. Right? I'll tell you. I'll bet you get that money right away. You do that 3 or 4 times, they give you your own line at that bank. They see you coming in. Come on, right up here, pal. Don't make that noise. Don't make that noise. Come on, right up here, you know. I brought my guitar. I want to do some music for you. Like music? Good, good. Well, right now, how about kind of an unusual ventriloquist act I've been working on for a few years? Oh, hi, Mr. Bill. Oh, no, it's Mr. Sluggo. Lucky my mom's not here tonight. Because that joke's from her act. Okay. All right. Any rock and roll fans here tonight? All right. Here's a little rock and roll from my first album. I'll never forget the day I bought that album. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. You have that album? It's a good one there. Here's a quick impression for you. A Polish folk singer. Anybody here Polish? Yeah. I'll do it real slow, okay, man? Good. Polish folk singer. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Thank you very much, Qube. Very nice to be here. Okay, I gotta hurry up here. I have to go shoot up and gotta get out of here. But here's a song I wrote, kind of a serious thing, and you've been a great crowd. It's my little ending piece here. I'd like to do it for you all right now. For all the lonely people who are feeling down and out, for all of the broken-hearted who are wandering about, well, I have got the answer, and I'll tell you what to do. Now it comes straight from my heart, and it's just for you. Why don't you kill yourself and get it over with? Give the old bucket a kick, 'cause you're such a depressing bunch. I think you're all out to lunch. You know, you people really make me sick. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. You've been great.
One's below, 5 at the top. Ron Richards, 125. All right. You got about 20 seconds to give us the Ron Richards story.
I started this morning. About 8 o'clock, I got up and I wrote a few jokes, and I'm having fun.
You work in New York?
Yeah, I work in New York.
You live in New York?
I'm originally from New Jersey, but I don't tell a lot of people that. And thank you, Mom.
Wherever you go, we wish you good luck. Ron Richards, ladies and gentlemen. Terrific call.
Thank you very much.
We got Paul REISER coming up for you in a little while. A great, great headliner. We have a short break. We'll see you in a little bit. Don't go away, any of
you. Travel today can be an adventure in pleasure or a frustrating series of disasters. Why let yourself in for a headache? Get in touch with the professionals at Arlington Travel. Whether it's business or pleasure, Arlington Travel has the answer, and there's no charge. That's right, you can get the best travel advice and guidance at no cost to you. What's your pleasure? The splendor of the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace? The adventure of the Alaskan frontier? Or everybody's favorite, the romance of Hawaii? Remember, whether it's business time, vacation time, or just time to get away from it all, keep in mind that peace of mind is just as close as your telephone. See the travel people at Arlington Travel, Lane Avenue at Brandon, Travel Gallery in the Worthington Square Shopping Center, or Westerville Travel, Cleveland Avenue at Schrock in the Flag Center. Arlington Travel, it does make a difference.
Accommodations for our comedians are provided by the Blarney Stone Restaurant at 810 East Dublin Granville Road, where happy hour is every Friday and Sunday, and the Ramada Inn North, just west of Interstate 71.
I love it. All right, we're having a good time here at Giggles. Are we having a good time here at Giggles? I would like to ask that burning question that you hear on almost every television show that ever happens. Are we on? Never mind. We have a headliner for you. It's not a thing that goes in a hat, man. It says Paul REISER. Paul is a headliner from New York City. He plays regularly in all the clubs in and around New York. He's a sensational guy. I got to talk to him for a few minutes. He's a great guy. He's done a film. It's an MGM movie called Diner. See, he's from New York and he called it Dinah. So he had to spell it for me, but it's Diner, D-I-N-E-R. He's incredible, he's funny, he's sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, bring on our feature act of the evening, our headliner, Paul REISER! All right. That's it. Go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Flippo. Nice suit, but what would you wear it with? You know what I mean? It's like those little balls, yeah. You know, they have ointments that'll clear that shit right up. It's no problem. It's nice to see you. How are you? You guys okay? You sitting so close? You want to move up? Is that good? It's nice to be here. We have, boy, a great show. You're 6 really funny people, and frankly, the pressure is on. So if you want to skip this and go for coffee, it's all right. It's no, we're having great fun. I've been here since Wednesday in Columbus, and I was here. Well, I am too, I'll be quite honest with you. And no, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I was here in the winter, which is, it was nice. It's beautiful. I love the summer. Summer's coming up. I'm excited. A lot of great things about the summer, and a lot of things I don't like. I'll be quite honest with you. Certain things about the summer I just cannot get used to. You know what the worst thing to me about summer is? Male men wear shorts. I don't know. I just can't get used to that. They have the worst knees in America. I don't know who's sending them out looking like this. They're not more comfortable because they have shorts down to here, socks that go way past the shorts, up their back, around, become a tie. These are just, it's the same cloth they use, and they have to wear these special safari hats. I don't know why. Just they're delivering mail, little safari hats. I guess maybe they feel tough with their wives. They come home, you know, helps their image. How was your day, sweetheart? It was a jungle. Never mind. I don't know. It's just. I was here in January. We had some freezing weather. We had a couple of days 0-degree weather. We had 0 degrees is not only cold, folks. That's confusing. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you hear. You turn on the radio in the morning. Good morning. There are no degrees. Look again, fellas. There's got to be something. I want to get up on that board. And they throw in that wind chill factor. I've never understood the wind chill factor. They made up. Somebody made that up just to piss you off. There's really no reason for it. Really, what is the purpose? To make you feel colder. Thank you very much for that. It's 20 degrees, but you feel like it's 9. Good. I'm glad to hear about that. How do they know how you feel? Did you ever think about that? Everybody feels differently. You know, it depends how you're built. You could be, say you're really short. You can miss the wind altogether. You know what I mean? It's just not a problem. You're out there, you think it's fine. And besides, there are other factors. I always thought there were other factors besides, you know, wind. So it depends what you've eaten, you know. Drugs are a very important factor. They should have a drug chill factor. They don't mention this. Let's be honest, it could be 40 below 0. You got enough things in your blood, you think you're at the beach, you know what I mean? You always spot these people who are out there mowing their lawns naked with earmuffs. You know? But it's great. I had, for a couple of weeks in New York, I had no heat in my apartment. I had absolutely no heat. I had heat, but I couldn't feel it. I could just kind of hear it, which is good enough. It's, you ever have that? You hear something is going on, it's just a noise. You're freezing, but you hear... We said, well, there's something happening. I'm wasting my money. It turns out that's all there was just a noise. I went into the basement. There was no boiler, no furnace, just a fat guy with a megaphone. I said, yo, you want to do it louder? It's freezing up there, for God's sakes. Come on. I moved into this apartment. I had, you have to be careful. When you move into a place, you have to check things out. I have this shower. My shower plays games, little playful things like, how hot can we get and live? It's it's perfect temperature until you want to get in. Then it knows you're coming and shoots molten lava in your face. And it's like, and you can't fix it because it knows you're coming. You know, a mind of its own. If you go to the right side, it fakes left and burns your ass. Hey, how did you do? We do stupid things in the shower, everybody. You ever make the water so hot that you can't even sneak around it to adjust it anymore? It's about an hour and a half. You try and negotiate with the shower head. It's like, all right, I'm just going to... All right, forget it. You know, end up doing it with your foot, the other foot in the toilet. Okay, baby, we'll do it this way. It's sneaking around with a broom. Okay, sure, he doesn't know. Get a good shower. Get a wide tub. It's important. A lot of people take showers together with their, wives or their girlfriends. It's supposed to be very sensuous. Sharing a shower, I don't know, it's a very sexual thing. I don't see the thrill to this. I got to tell you, can we talk? This stays in the room between you and me. I'll be right up front with you. To me, a shower cannot hit two people. I don't know who told you it could. It can't. Come on, you ever take a shower with another person? You ever notice one of you is not getting water? One of you is a loser. Come on. Because to one person, it's great. To one person, it's very exciting. But to the other person, it's like, in the front, you have a sweater? Something, a hood with a hood would be good. Nice. A windbreak, anything at all. Shoes, a belt, something with cloth on it, please. Howard, you don't feel the breeze? There it is again. You don't feel that? Give me some earmuffs. I would get it myself, but my ass is frozen to the tiles. I'm kind of locked in here, sweetheart. You're not sharing. Who are you kidding? You're not sharing. You're switching off. You end up going, I'll tell you what, you look while I'm washing, then I'll wash. You'll look Thursday, we'll make out, okay? Because I'm wheezing here, sweetheart. Certain things you can't share. They're too personal to share. Am I right, sir? I think I'm right. Sure. And certain things they're too personal to share. Nobody likes sharing a toothbrush. You can live with somebody, you can live with a woman 14 years, you do incredibly creative things to each other naked. Get off my toothbrush, sweetheart, all right? That's mine, all right? It's been in your mouth, for God's sake. Touch your tooth. You're disgusting. You know that? You make me sick. It's on you. Spit on it now. I can't use that. Because certain things are too disgusting to share. Cheesecake. Don't ever share cheesecake with somebody. That's just, if you like cheesecake, is that a food? Get your own piece, though. You gotta get your own piece, because what happens is if you ever give a forkful of cheesecake to somebody, they never eat the whole fork. They only eat like half of what's on that fork. Also, what happened from where the teeth stop until like the end of the fork is the most disgusting trail. It just turns you right off. You can't go back to finishing it. You look at her, you look at the fork, and you go, keep the fork, sweetheart. I can't eat that. And in fact, I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm not even hungry anymore. It's okay now. Some foods you have to share. Certain foods, the whole point, like Chinese food. Chinese food was meant to be shared. We watch friends go out. It's great. 5 friends will go out, get different dishes, and you put it in the middle of the table. You know how you do it, and you just help yourself. Nobody asks. You just take. You ever notice you start watching your friends very carefully? When that food hits the table, you're smiling, but in your head, you're taking inventory. You know what I mean? You're smiling, but you're thinking, how many shrimps does she have already? This fat pig's got 14 shrimps on her plate. I got 300 snow peas and a goddamn noodle. This is unbelievable. $8 for a goddamn noodle. I'm not paying it. I'm sorry. I'm going to say something. People are very sneaky about sharing. Like my father, I don't know if you know this guy, but he's unbelievable. You do, huh? My father, we'll go out to eat. My life, if he wants to eat what you're eating, he'll never say, can I taste that? No, that's too simple. My father, he'll just help himself, and he'll ask different questions like, what is that, chicken you've got there? Bingo, it's all gone. I'll just keep changing the questions, What is that? They bake that? How do they do that? Is that a garlic sauce? It's all gone, And the more hungry he is, the more random his questions. Things like, where are we, in America? Bingo. Restaurants waste a lot of food. Have you noticed that? They give you extra stuff. Like people who... If you go into like a diner and get a big steak, they throw on all these free things and salads and rolls and coffees and butter. Now, a guy who orders a steak, he doesn't need all that. He has a steak. You should give that guy stuff to the guy who got, let's say, a cup of coffee or something. Because I think the smaller your order, the more things you should get for free. You know what I mean? If you say, I just like a glass of water, she'll go, that comes with a chicken. Because water's nothing, you can't live off water. Eat a chicken, for God's sakes. Depends where you go. Some places, I was in Arthur Treacher's. You ever eaten Arthur Treacher's fish and chips? That place is amazing. It's good food. But it's like 15 things you can choose from. Makes no difference. No matter what you get, tastes the same. Anything you get in Arthur Treacher's comes out yellow and crispy. It's unbelievable. It's just, because it's secret batter. Everything, chicken goes in the batter, shrimp goes in the fish, napkins. They put napkins in the batter. This is just, it's a little crusty napkins. I cut myself, I was bleeding for an hour. I'll tell you a little secret. This is Arthur Treacher. I don't know if you know this. Founded the restaurant mainly because of this reason. He loved batter. This was a problem with the guy. He just, there was a sickness. He was obsessed with batter. I think you should know this about the man. He loved batter. He died 3 years ago. He wasn't even buried. Man was dipped in batter. Just deep fried, little sign, Arthur Treacher, stiff and chips. Not the whole guy there. It's very sad. It's wife and fries. That's it. Just right next to him. And they have, I hate these places where they shout your order. You tell them what you want and they shout it back in front of everybody. Doesn't that embarrass you? Really, everybody has to find out what you're having for lunch. And sometimes you're picking up something that's not too hip, and everybody knows. You're sitting there by yourself, and the guy goes, "Let me have egg salad on toast and cut the crust off. Cut the crust off." Oh, this guy cut his crust off. Oh. And you got to think of something quick to cover yourself. It's for my friend. I swear to God, it's not for me. It's not. I eat crust. I spit out the bread, eat just crust. I do. I swear to God, I do. They have, Burger King has a policy now. Have you noticed this? They hire idiots. I don't know where they're getting it. They just busloads every morning right in front. And come on, you can't be too sharp to wear a clown hat all afternoon. I'm only kidding about that, but I was out of line there. I didn't see it. What's the chance there's a clown when I say that? No, it's people. They get like high school kids who they never break the rules. They tell them talk to the microphone. You cannot have a private conversation. I was talking to the girl. She was very nice. I walked over quietly. I said, "You've been very nice. What is your name?" "Debbie." "All right, Debbie." I said, "You want to maybe after work go out?" "No, you're a loser. Take a walk." Anytime I was in a place 3 o'clock in the morning, it's empty, totally empty. There's nobody in the place. I walked in by myself alone. I said, "Just tell you what, maybe a cup of coffee and a donut." "Coffee, donut." I said, "Right in front of your face. What do you got?" "Coffee, donut." What bothered me, see, not only was she the only, I was not only customer, she was the only person working in the whole place. There's nobody in the back. She's yelling for no reason. They actually ran around, said, "What was that?" Did it by herself. They have to do that. Have to do that. I actually met this girl named Debbie. This is a story. I'm glad you're here. I have all these things to tell you. I'm glad you're here because if I had to call you, this would cost a fortune. It really would. It works out well. And no, I was at this party. I met this girl. I get embarrassed. I meet people for the first time. I forget their names. I mean, like real soon. During the introduction, I'll forget their name. Someone goes, "Paul, this is Debbie." I'll go, "Hi, what's your name?" Just. I think when you meet somebody, you don't want to know their names because you're looking at their main features. You're looking at how they look. I think you should get introduced by those features. That way you can remember it. Big nose, short pants, come here. It's my girlfriend, nice face, could lose a few pounds. Bingo, you got something. You know that? Horrendous breath, come here a second. Horrendous breath, this is my buddy, food stuck in your teeth, for God's sakes. You don't smile, you don't talk, everybody's happy, okay? Because you get nervous. When you're in somebody else's house, you worry about everything, don't you? I was at this party, I go into the bathroom, I'm worried if I'm using the right towels. I do. I don't know why. Some people, they make it tough. They give you like 14 sets of towels, and you're there for an hour and a half with wet hands. And they're all different types. You have the regular, normal towels, which you assume, well, only family can use. Only family can. Then you have the fancy one with the initials that nobody can use. Even if those are your initials, by the way, nobody ever uses those towels. Makes no difference. Everybody uses the same one, that dirty, disgusting, wet one over the shower. You're all looking, because it's right there. You look around, you go, "To hell with it. This one is here." I get lazy. I don't even look for towels. On the way out, I just rub my face in their bathrobe. That's all. It's just so much easier. There's an invasion of somebody's privacy, huh? It's like, whoo. Because being in somebody else's bathroom is very private. I feel terrible because you see things you don't want to see. You know what I mean? You're looking around, and you ever open somebody else's medicine cabinet, and suddenly you find out a little bit more about this person than you wanted to know, and you can never look at them in the face again because you know all their problems. You see all these, stomach pills and ointments, and you're going, "Yeah, poor guy, tell you sit down for a while. You look terrible." You just can never forget that. It's a problem. You like impressions? You like? We had a great impressionist on tonight. Don was great. I have one. Would you like to see it? This is the only one I do. Okay? If you don't like this, I'll drive you home. That's how I feel about this. I can do two. I have two impressions. This is every contestant on the game Password. All right? You watch Password? This is every contestant on that game. I'm gonna play. It's not funny, but it's so accurate, isn't it? It's exactly how to do it. No, this is great. This is my impression of every eye doctor in the world, all right? Every eye doctor in the world. Better like this, or better like this? Once again, better like this, or better like this? They breathe right in your eyes. You ever notice that? You start crying in front of you. Can you move back, Doc? It'll be a little better like that. I'll be quite honest with you. It's better like this, or better... They ask you like 140 times in 10 minutes. You know why they ask you? Because they love to watch you sweat. That's the only reason. Listen, every time they ask you, you lose confidence in your own judgment, don't you? Because you figure he's a doctor. He would know this stuff. I don't know it. You tell me. I'll believe. So, because I do. I change my... Every time he asks me, I change my mind. Whatever he asks me again, After a while, you get suspicious. You think he's trying to trick you into his answer. It's like, you think it's better like this? Like this? Is that what you thought I said? Better like this? Not at all. No, I said I have a sweater like this. That's what I said. Totally misinterpreted what I said. Yes, I have two sweaters. One's like this, one not. That's what I said, yes. No, it's worse, doctor, and it's not worse. No, it's the same. Yeah, I knew that all the time. I did. Let me guess. This is opaque and there's no light and I'm an idiot. Is that right, Doc? Because this is what they do. They have to have little jokes to amuse themselves because they're boring people. Eye doctors... They go home, they call up other eye doctors, and they laugh about what an idiot they made you feel like. This is, certain jobs, certain people with bad jobs, they have to do this, like dry cleaning. You know what dry cleaners do? I just figured out what they do for kicks. They put little tiny staples in your clothes and hide them. You ever bring pants into a dry cleaner? It's like they always put that tag where you would never see it. Like, this would be too obvious. Put it outside? No, that's too simple. They take the staples, they sew it behind the zipper. You'd never look there. You'd never see it. Can't even feel it. 14 years later, you're picking up a quarter. Whoa! I found the staple, sweetheart. It's too late. Forget it. We'll have to adopt. I'm sorry. I can't move like this. It's a tough... People with certain, tough jobs. I met a guy the other day. I felt so bad. Had the worst job in the world. This guy... He was a salesman for the telephone company. Now, it sounds like a great job, salesman for the phone company. I realized what this poor guy does. Every day, he sits by his desk, calls people up, and when they answer, he tries and sell them a telephone. Who's buying? You know what I mean? Somebody already else got that call. It's just a tough job. But it's one of those things. Certain things in life you can't change. It's just one of those. If I could change one thing in life, you know what I would do? I would make it so that when you wake up in the morning, you actually have good breath. I think God screwed up on this one. I really do. It's just one of those things. Unless it's a joke and we don't know about it. I mean, you wake up, it's embarrassing. You're with a woman, you say good morning, and she weeps. It hurts the ego. It really does. You wake up, yawn, and a fly dies. You got to feel bad. Because when you wake up, it's so hard to have respect for yourself. You look in the mirror and you realize it's an amazing thing. You have no facial features in the morning. I don't know what happens. It's just, everything disappears. You can see the main features. It's like pajamas with a nose. That's about it. You know why this happens? Nature makes you humble. It humbles you to do this. Really, because when you think about it, when you go to sleep, you're feeling cocky. You're going, hey, why am I going to bed by myself? Right? You wake up, look in the mirror. Oh, that's why. I have no facial features and I'm an idiot. Okay, I got it. It's one of those disgusting things. I find I get very disgusted by disgusting things. I can't, I always see them. You ever see something on the street and it takes you like about 4 years to forget you saw it? I saw the other day, I don't want to ruin your evening, there was an old guy, I don't know if he was a bum or just a bad dresser, but he just, I saw, he was leaning over and he cleared his throat and it ruined my whole week. I was feeling great until I saw it. I was walking around the corner of my eyes, I didn't want to see that. It was just little disgusting. Some people, the worst thing yesterday on the bus was a lady, I never saw this in my life. She sneezed with her eyes open. Did you ever see that? It scared the hell out of me. You cannot do that. Biologically, it's impossible. You rip your throat out of your head. You have to close those eyes. Because if somebody's going to sneeze, their eyes start going, opening and closing. You can move away. This lady, I'm looking at her, right at her, and she goes, "Whew, all right." And I just said, there must be something wrong. I looked again, whoo, allergy season. All right, it was just, I thought she was yelling at me in a language I didn't speak. You know, it was a problem. Some people go the other way. They don't sneeze. They have a whole big production, and then there's nothing at the end. It fizzles right out. That pisses me off. It just because you want all that work, you want to see something, you know. There's a friend of mine who used to do this. He used to sit right next to me and go. I said, get that out of your head, for God's sake, because it backs up and you become stupid. I don't know if you know this. It does. It backs up and you lose all sense of proportion and intelligence. It's a terrible... There's a guy, a bum, who lives on my street who was like the most disgusting man in America. He's just the lowest, the creme de la scum. He's just a vile guy. He just, I mean, he's disgusting. Flies won't land on him, you know what I mean? They think about it. The flies hover over his head and go, no, thank you very much. Because look at you, for God's sake. He just, this man, he's been living for years on my steps. He's been living there. He gets his mail delivered. It's his bum steps. They mail the whole thing. He has a wife and children. This is little bum babies that say, little bambinos. They raise these tiny, it's a Latin word for small bum. I looked it up. Just you can tell they're bum babies. They have diapers, little overcoats. It's pathetic to see it. They drink milk from paper bags. It's a pain. It's sad. These little kids, I love little kids. Don't get me wrong, I love kids. Anybody here? Anybody here have small kids, little kids? No, they're great, but they're so stupid. It just amazes me. They really are. No, it's tough. I was a kid for 14 years. I was left back. No, it's tough. It's really tough being a kid. You know what? Because tell you things that make no sense and you believe them. That's the problem. When you're a kid, you trust everybody. You don't know anybody because you're short and you're stupid. You know what I mean? You believe people. My mother used to say the stupidest thing, and I believed it. When I was a kid, if I ran around the house, she used to say, you know, you're not going to be happy until you break your neck. You want to double check that, Ma, please? I'll wait on the top of the stairs. I'm not falling just yet. Parents insult your intelligence. You ever hear this question when you were a kid? Do you want me to hit you? I think you want. Do you want me to hit you? You ever look at the kid's face? He's going, what do you think, sweetheart? My baby, I'm not an asshole, okay? Put yourself in my little booties. Would you want that? I may have been born this year. I wasn't born yesterday, okay? Give me a break. Sometimes they try and get you to help. They're so lazy. They go, come over here and let me hit you. Yeah, sure. I'll be there in a second, Mark. I used to go, knock yourself out. I can't walk yet. Where am I going? You know what I mean? It's tough. Little kids, you're sweating or else you're dying, sir, because I'm doing both, frankly, and... No, you look, is it hot in here, or did we move to Guam? This is actually a mobile home. I don't know if you know this. We're in the tropics. It's actually in a mobile home. You wake up, and the neighborhood will really have changed. And, no, it's great. I was driving around today, and I got lost. This was a problem. I got lost, and I always thought road signs don't help around here. I don't know why. They have certain road signs, I think, they put up just to confuse, just to bother you. You ever see a no U-turn sign? They only put no U-turn signs right where there's a great place to make one. You know what I mean? You won't even think about it. You just say, yeah, I think I will. It looks beautiful. You go out. They waste money on signs, these deer crossing signs. You know, these deer crossing signs, 5 miles. How do they know to cross at these signs? I don't understand. Are the deers reading these signs? I've yet to see a deer fly out of the forest, spot the sign, and go, not here, Bambi, exit 5. Come on. The stupidest one of all, when they have construction signs, they want to get you scared. They have construction signs and they have flashing lights that go, danger, men working. Right? They want to get you nervous. Danger, men working. Now, between you and me, folks, I don't see where that danger is. I mean, I really don't. I'm driving 55, 60 miles an hour. I'm sitting inside a 7,000-pound car. Got a seatbelt, little cushion, little radio going. I feel pretty good. On the other hand, this guy is out there working by himself, and he's got a hat. It's not even close, you know what I mean? What does he have, an orange vest? I can handle colors. I'm not scared of that. I think they should have a sign for him. Watch your ass, car's coming. Hey. They give you great directions, but they overdo it. You ever have one of these people, they overdo it, they throw in too many details, you get confused. So they feel like obligated to list everything you'll be seeing for 200 miles. And you try to remember. A guy says to me, "Go down about 1.5 miles. You'll see with 17 crosses 9 there'll be an overpass. You can't miss it. There's where the old factory. Remember where the old factory used to be? You don't. Well, it used to be. It's not there now, but it used to be a factory. Then you keep going. You keep going. You keep going. You keep going to be a light. You keep going. Then you come to a stop sign. You keep going. They'll be right past the high school. Right. Everything in America is past the high school. Have you noticed this? Nobody goes to these schools. They build them just to pass them. That's it. So it's giving me all these things. You go past the high school. You can't miss it at Howard Johnson's. You'll see Ramada Inn. You'll see everything. I'm going, all right, I got it. Let me just repeat. Howard Johnson, Ramada Inn, high school, stop sign, 17-9, there's an overpass. Is that what I want? He says, no, you don't want that. You want to go right here. So it's just, they had, the worst people never ask 2 types of people for directions. Little kids and very old people. These are the worst. You never ask a little kid, boy, because they want to help, but they don't know. It's you ever ask like a 4-year-old or something? They go, hey kid, you live here. How do you get to the stadium? The stadium? How do I get there? Me? My father takes me. It's like, whew. They don't know. It's a problem. They just don't know. Old people are worse. They don't know that they forgot. What do you want, the stadium? Okay, the stadium. You said stadium. Okay. All right, just give me a sec. All right, okay. Never mind, I'll get a better way. Okay. What you want to do, I got what you want. Your best bet. The best thing, I'm just thinking of the best way for you. They have custom-made directions, apparently. It's just the best way for you. Don't tell this to anybody else. This is only for you. Then the worst, I'll leave you with this, is the worst thing anybody, when you're lost, somebody tells you this, you get killed. The guy says to me, don't worry about it, kid, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. That's the worst thing to say to somebody who's lost. Because now there's pressure, you know what I mean? Now there's pressure. You miss it, you're lost, and you're an asshole. There's a... I gotta go. You've been a lot of fun, folks. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night.
Cliff Rider, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff Riser. Paul Reiser. Thanks, Paul. We look forward to seeing you again. Paul Reiser, ladies and gentlemen. Future act of the evening. All right, we're moving along. We got a lot more yet to do. We'll be right back after this break. Take it away. Go, go.
Travel today can be an adventure and pleasure or a frustrating series of disasters. Why let yourself in for a headache? Get with the professionals at Arlington Travel. Whether it's business or pleasure, Arlington Travel has the answer, and there's no charge. That's right, you can get the best travel advice and guidance at no cost to you. What's your pleasure? The splendor of the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace? The adventure of the Alaskan frontier? Or everybody's favorite, the romance of Hawaii? Remember, whether it's business time, vacation time, or just time to get away from it all, keep in mind that peace of mind is just as close as your telephone. See the travel people at Arlington Travel, Lane Avenue at Brandon, Travel Gallery in the Worthington Square Shopping Center, or Westerville Travel, Cleveland Avenue at Schrock in the Flag Center. Arlington Travel, it does make a difference.
Gentlemen, we're going to have the winner of tonight's competition. Incidentally, wasn't Paul great? Paul Reiser. Let's have a nice hand for Paul. Super guy, super comic. A typical example of the kind of talent you get here at Giggles. And of course, we had a lot of that tonight, a lot of terrific talent. We're going to have the winner for you here shortly. Give you the results of our Qube poll, all our voters at home touching in and picking the winner for the night. But first, I want you to meet another winner, the owner of Giggles, a snappy dresser, a great guy. Welcome, Cliff Hardy. Hey, Cliff, come on up. There you go.
Thanks.
We want to congratulate you on bringing a terrific array of talent here tonight.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Let me take
this.
this.
You got it. It's your club.
You know, Geminis have this distinction of being out front, right? The guys that you don't sell cars to, that's what Geminis are, and I'm a Gemini. So I want to bring up, if it's okay, a couple real quiet guys that are responsible for this success here. one of my partners, John Jerkovsky. Come on, John, real quick. And believe it or not, Sheldon Zoden. Come up, Sheldon.
All right. How did he get up here, man?
Well, as a matter of fact, this guy from Warner Qube, he's the one that has worked with me for months to put this together. He is the one who put it together 3 or 4 months ago. Sheldon Zoden.
And that's pretty good, man, because he's a Hungarian besides.
He's a honky?
He's a honky. And keep your eye on the silverware and the glassware. Anyway, Shelley, congratulations. You did a super job.
Thank you. I
Great
couldn't have done it without Cliff, though. He's great.
Well, he's a snappy dresser, I'll tell you.
I like yours a little better, though.
Well, listen, as long as it pays the bills, what do I care? All right, thank you, gentlemen, for coming up. Cliff, I want some more details from you about what's going on in your life. I understand you got another club coming on.
As a matter of fact, we opened up another club. My other partner, John Cochran, is there now in Toledo, Ohio. People from Toledo.
Better known as Toodly-Doo. Toodly-Doo, Ohio. Let me ask you this. Whatever gave you the idea to bring a club like this to Columbus?
I knew that Columbus was ready to laugh.
Really?
Right? Are you ready to laugh?
I found that out a long time ago, man. I've been doing it for years.
That's right.
But we never had a place like this before, and I think it's sensational. And I understand we have another show tonight?
We have another show tonight. 3 more comics for the second show.
Can you tell us something about them?
About the comics?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what it's going to be is going to be one of the people from last night that didn't win. That's great. It was an awful close race last night. 3/10 of a point, the winner. And also the winner of tonight's show. And then the headliner.
All right, so we'll be looking forward to another show immediately following this one.
Right.
Now, I want to know something else. Are you a Columbusite? Were you born and raised in Columbus?
I am.
Really?
Right.
And what did you do before you decided to giggle?
Well, I used to do rock concerts here in town.
Yeah?
That made me think that, okay, I'm losing enough money doing rock concerts. Let's try it this way.
Try something where you can make some bread, huh?
Right.
Were you always into entertainment?
Always. I started singing when I was 9 and kept on. I got on the business side.
Did you ever do performing as an adult?
As an adult?
Yeah. Have you done anything? Sing us a song, man. Go ahead. We won't put you on a spot like that. Cliff, stand by, because we got the results in, and we're about to announce tonight's winner, okay? So you stay loose and give me a hand here, because you're the one that's going to award the prize, all right?
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff Hyder, let's have a nice hand for this gentleman. He works hard.
Thank you.
All right, our Qube results are in. We've polled the entire Qube audience. They've all touched in. They've picked the winners for tonight. They've rated everybody. Our number 1 performer was Carol Siskin. Carol Siskin, come forward with a 3.20. Carol Siskin, congratulations to you. Our number 2 performer was McGuire and O'Rourke, the comedy team of McGuire and O'Rourke, with a 3.63. McGuire and O'Rourke. Our 3rd performer was Dominic Fenuel with a 4.59. Dominic Fenuel. Brinston with a 3.05. Wayne Brinston. Number 5 performer, Ray Booker. Ray Booker brought in a 3.75. Ray Booker. And our final performer, number 6, was Ron Richards with a 4.27. Come in, Ron Richards. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice hand for all these performers. And our winner tonight, Dominic Fanuel, 4.55. All right. All great performers. Dominic, congratulations to you. Well, I think the crowd sort of knew it. Didn't you all sort of know it? Didn't you feel it?
I did.
Well, I think it was the part was, lady, you really blew it, man. I think that did it.
Oh, man.
Cliff, what have you got for this gentleman here?
For Dominic Fanuel, we have a check for $500.
All right.
And we have some air tickets waiting for him because he's going to be flown to Los Angeles to work the LA Comedy Store as a featured act. And as you know, that's where Robin Williams and David Brenner got their start. And also a featured act at the Improv.
Dominic, we wish you well in career. I don't think there's any problem. You just did a super job tonight. We know that you're going to be great wherever you go. We wish you the best of luck in LA and in the rest of your tour as you do your career and as you go along. Dominic Fanuel, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you all for being part of our Qube Rate My Jokes, Please. Thanks to the Arlington Travel Service for helping us out tonight. We'll see you all once again on Qube. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Have fun.
Accommodations for our comedians are provided by the Blarney Stone Restaurant at 810 East Dublin Granville Road, where happy hour is every Friday and Sunday. And the Ramada Inn North, just west of Interstate 71.
Mana mana